Bernie Strom, first one in the ballpark. Welcome in, Bernie. How you doing? It's been a while. Been a while since I've done a broadcast. My goodness gracious, like about 9 days or something like that. So it's good to be back. Legends with a great finish to FSBL Season 3. So we continue with our 1967 experiment. We've done what have we done? Geez, Dombrov Baseball, Baseball Mogul 2023, APA PC Baseball, and now tonight PureSim Baseball. So a few games already played, just to do whatever, was having a lot of fun. But now we're going to go through this. So I'll wait for a few more people to come in. I know our Red Sox fan is doing hockey right now, so which is all good. I'll tell you what, I really hope that that Sean will come back with another game. This is really a fine game. It really is. So many, a lot of depth to this thing. So, so after this, let me get rid of this hide thing. It always drives me nuts. There we go. After this, I think the next baseball sim that we'll do is probably going to be Digital Diamond Baseball, 1967. So we'll see how that goes. I've got that all set up and ready to rock. Then I'm thinking Action PC, because that will be out. Hey, there you go, Samuel Smith. You're absolutely right. This is a classic game. Love it. Incredible depth in this game, really, how you can set up managers and all kinds of things. Super nice. But I even even got the ballparks set up right for everybody, which doing ballparks in this game is a bit of a pain in the arse. But it was a lot of fun. It was definitely worth it. But there you can see all the ballparks and everything. So we're 1967 using the and we're using the as-played schedule for each of these baseball sims. We're doing as-played schedule. The very final one will be out-of-the-park baseball. I haven't decided whether to throw in old-time baseball in the mix just for fun or not. So, and not doing Diamond Mine for this because I don't have 1967 for Diamond Mine. It's the only baseball game I have for which I don't have all the baseball seasons. I have a lot of stuff for Diamond Mine, but maybe we'll do this experiment another time and we'll do an older season, like a dead ball season or something like that. Hey, Pib99 joining us. So Samuel, there's some rumblings going around that Sean is developing a new game. He actually stopped by the channel one time. Just one time, but it's being very, very hush-hush and what have you. So I don't know. So looking back on the Baseball for Windows replay, it actually turned out pretty well. But if I wanted to revisit that for these comparisons, I really would have to put in a lot of micromanagers, because what I realized with these other games, they kind of adjust their managers kind of automatically. This one, Action PC, Out-of-the-Park Baseball does it brilliantly. So, but this actually imports actual manager profiles and stuff like that. So, but I was very happy with the way the APA one did turn out. I think they've all had their strengths and weaknesses, as you would expect. And again, no season is going to be a carbon copy for what it was. Hopefully we get some folks. Hey, there's David Lando. Good to see David in here as well. Starting to get a nice little group here. I know I'm competing against hockey, but there you go. And also, Al's a much bigger channel. So Bernie says the more that I play, the fewer sims you use. You have over 30 different baseball sims, both cards and PC, but really only playing 3. I still like to jump around. I don't know why. I just do. It's just every once like I just feel like playing this one instead of the other. Cards and dice. Love and Pocket Pennant Run. My physical game is on the way, so that's really what I'm waiting for, to dive into Pocket Pennant Run 3, because I want the mats and all that kind of stuff. But that's really cool. Time Travel Baseball, Dead Ball Baseball, which of course isn't just Dead Ball, is amazing. I don't know that I'll ever get back into APA or Strat, but I'm loving those. And then the digital PC sims I have. The other one I was thinking about doing this exercise in would be Strategic Baseball Simulator, because it does have pretty much every season and it's free. Big Clue, he says, fine evening for some baseball. Absolutely. We may get a game in. We're mainly going to just talk some baseball and go ahead and let this sim. I'll warn you that PureSim can be a little crashy. So hopefully things will work. We're going to go just simming it a month at a time. So right now, really no standings, as we're just only in the second day of this. And again, it was like I went to all the work of doing all the logos and ballparks, so I did a few games and stuff like that. But what I like about PureSim Baseball, even though Big Clue and I were huge Diamond Mine fans, if we're having a baseball chin wag some night, I can just hit the old PSPN cast and it'll play the game in the background without any input from me, which is nice. Not even mouse clicking. So let's see what else is going on. David Baseball Demos went nuts and bought Strat in 4 seasons, and God bless him. I kind of feel badly for him, but I could have warned him. He's having some issues with the PC game, having something to do with authentication and their Stone Age copy protection. And if I wasn't against piracy, I would send him a little message and say, here's all you need to do to beat that. But piracy is a bad thing, so we won't do that. But if anybody's been around computers for a while, the copy protection Strat uses is like from 1991 or 1990. It's super easy to break, but I'm not condoning it. So there you are. So that's going on. Legends, of course, great season 3. What an ending to that. Chris Slovic should be in America or arriving in America. Yeah, piracy is a bad thing, says the Pirates fan. How about it? Yeah, well, we're going to have a bit of a red scare here, aren't we? All right, we have enough people in here to just talk some baseball, and we're going to go ahead and let this go through the first month. So I'm going to go ahead and hit 1 month, and we're going to let it play, theoretically. Autoplay options, blah, blah, blah. Pause autoplay and prompt me if a player on a human team gets an injury. No. Pause autoplay and notify me when a player in a human team. No. I don't want to know any of this stuff. Prompt me if a player pitches a no-hitter. Yes. Autoplay if a human team. No, I don't want to know trade offers. Autoplay and prompt me when a new issue of PSPN. Yeah, we'll do that. Autoplay and prompt me if a player in a human-owned team. Blah. No. Free agent. I don't care about that. And notify me if a player qualifies from a position. Okay, so here we go. And it is playing out. And we'll be able to browse stats, do all kinds of stuff like that. So, oh, nice. So Bernie says that Chris Slovic was in his broadcast this afternoon. So is Chris, I think he said, was arriving in America today. So hopefully he is back. I've noticed of the first 3 baseball sims that we've done, the fastest one, and I'm not surprised, is Out of the Park Bait, APA PC. Let's look at the new issue of PSPN. All right, so what's nice about this is you get really, really nice kind of breakdowns of like everything. So here you have like a sabermetric corner here, and you can see who's leading right now in runs created. So Joe Askew for Cleveland, runs created for 27% 27 innings, 14. Felipe Alou right behind him. Fewest home runs allowed by pitchers. So Phil Ortega right now with Washington. Moonshot's the longest home runs in the majors this season. So the Mick hit a 464 shot. Mr. October, Reggie, when he's still, of course, with the Kansas City Athletics, hit 443-foot shot. So fun stuff. We're not going to go over everything, obviously. Oldest player in the league, Elston Howard. So there's the top 10 oldest guy. And then you get these nice little sort of stories that go on. Looks like John Bateman with Houston So minor hamstring injury. So these nice little touches that are in this game that I really, really, really love. And we can go back and visit that. All right, so we're going to go ahead. It's going to keep going. And right now, it looks like California is in first place. Philadelphia in first place in the National League. So, again, early in the season, though, in the when we did Dombrov, the Pirates were off to a super hot start. So we'll let this play for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, there's times where I will go through. Yeah, let's look at the new issue of PSPN, see what's changed. But I like to have the sort of, I don't know, I like to have choices. But largely, I would say the two I play the most would be Out of the Park Baseball and Action PC. So now we have the leaders in on-base percentage. Bill White doing pretty good there for the Philadelphia Phillies. Jim Ray Hart for San Francisco. Nice. Notable, let's see, active hitting streaks. So right now, Leo Cardenas with the Reds and Johnny Bench, both at 11-game hitting streaks. The Baby Bull with the Cardinals, 11. And the Mick and Joe Morgan, each on 10-game hitting streaks. So pretty nice. I don't see that we have any no-hitters yet or anything like that. But got some injuries. So John Bateman, yeah, still a little bit of an injury. Clendenin, a groin injury, and Jack Fisher, very, very minor neck injury. So there you are. So they should be out. They're out just 2 days. So pretty nice. And you can go back and look at sort of any of these things that you want. Like, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, Yastrzemski, 2 home runs against Washington. Nice. So we could click on this and get the box score, which is really, really nice. Make it an HTML page. So Yaz goes yard twice. There he goes. 6-3 over the Senators. So feasting on the Senators. We'll see where they are in the standings. Ken Harrelson with a home run for the Senators in that game. Who got the win? So Bernie told me how to pronounce this guy's name before, if it's Stang or Stange. I can't remember. Or Stange. Can't remember. All right, let's close this, and we'll let the simulation keep going. So, guys, any baseball or anything, open discussion while we're here and hanging out. And I mean, if you guys want a game later, we can do this. Again, this is a bit of a slower, it's not ripping through it like the other Sims did, but that's okay. It's compiling lots of stats, and I love that. So Boston Red Sox now are in first place by a half a game. And I'm curious to see what the Cardinals, all right, at 9-9, the Cardinals have had trouble in these Sims. Boston, not so much. It's been Boston and Baltimore in the American League. So let's see what's going on now for this. So Tom Tresh has a 4-hit game. Pretty nice. Tommy McGraw. I mean, again, we can look at anything you guys want or not. I just wanted to get on and talk some baseball and enjoy, you know. Let me see. I'm not seeing any no-hitters, though. Injuries. So Joe Askew with Cleveland, shoulder injury. He is out for 9 weeks. Ouch. Wow. Oh, wow. So Gene Alley for the Buccos had 5 RBI win and a 7-1 win over St. Louis. Let's check that out, man. Pretty nice. Guys, if you can think of anywhere where I can host this game, let me know, and I will make it available to you. Sean gave his blessing back in 2015, 2016 that this game was officially freeware. So if anybody can figure out, if not, I can put it in my Google Drive, of course, but I'd rather host it somewhere. Let me know, maybe MediaFire. If you guys want this game, I'll make it available. It's so much fun. Let's see, the Bucks have any home runs? Yeah, there's Gene Alley. Gene Alley even hit a home run. How about that? That's something. Baby Bull hit one, so hit his third of the season. Cool stuff. Good stuff. You can definitely see the out of the park influence on this game, especially at the time. All right. Wow, lots of stuff going on. All right, and the sim is still running. And we're in May 2nd now. May 3rd. Boston now 2.5 up on Baltimore and Cleveland and Minnesota. Pittsburgh keeps in all 4 sims. Pittsburgh has outperformed. So Pittsburgh was 81 and 81 in 1967. Again, early in the season, but a good showing. And the Cardinals, I don't know what it is. This is 4 baseball sims now. And the 1967 Cardinals not doing so well in the early going here. Okay, we're not going to view this right now. We can always go back to that. So one thing that you can't do cards and dice is something like this, to try to do a comparison. Just for, there's no way you're going to play this many games. We're going to get through a season here in probably, a half hour maybe. All right, so here we go. Wow. All right, so we're up to May 13th. And let us look at the standings as they are, gentlemen. So the Boston Red Sox, a half game in front of the Minnesota Twins. The Red Sox are 17 and 10. The Twins are 17 and 11. Cleveland making a race, just 1.5 out, despite losing Askew for 9 weeks. The Yankees overperforming right now, 2.5 back. The Orioles have dropped rather precipitously, but still playing above 500 ball. The California Angels at 15 and 14. In the National League, though, is where it's really weird, right? Because this is supposed to be the Red Sox and the Cardinals in the World Series. And right now, the St. Louis Cardinals are 2 games below 500. San Francisco leading the league at 29, 3 up on the Pirates, 3.5 up on the Cubs. The Phillies at 4.5 back. And again, I'm not looking for a carbon copy of the season. I'm just wanting to just have some fun and talk some baseball with all these different sims and stuff. We can go to each of these clubs and look at individual things if we want. Let's look at statistics and reports and whatever we want to look at. Let's see who's leading in home runs right now. All right, so it looks like Jim Ray Hart right now is leading. So this is combined leagues right now. So Jim Ray Hart, Carl Yastrzemski, and Hondo, each with 8 home runs. Willie Stargell, Billy Williams, Willie McCovey, and Hank Aaron, each with 7. So pretty good stuff. Let me see who's our batting guy so far. Matty Alou, 386. Trying to find Yaz. Where is Yaz? Because of course he won the Triple Crown that year. Yastrzemski right now hitting 290. So, but again, we're just through the first month of the season. And there's Mike Silva. Hey, Mike. So, Will Tool 77 Lurker looking for thoughts on the new Action PC 2024 coming out Tuesday. I'm going to be doing a first look and a tutorial on it. So, Tuesday night when I get home from work, I don't give a damn who's streaming. Even if somebody else is doing Action PC 24, I will be on. I automatically buy it every year because Dave Cook should be supported. Great company. Really, he's a prince. But beyond that, the baseball card thing looks great. I was looking at screenshots of the leaderboards. And what's nice about that is they're kind of adopting an out-of-the-park approach to it, which I think is a good thing. More powerful search features for stats and league leaders and the way it tracks stats, which Action PC Baseball does a great job already. So I am so anxious, and I hope next week at work's going to be nuts because it's right before Christmas, and you guys know I work for FedEx. So it's going to be insane. Maybe we'll get somebody in the mic here in a little bit, or a few people. Get Jamie on here. Hey, Slash Deep Gaming. It's only been like about 13 years since I've seen you. Good to see you, my friend. I've been catching you around here and there in some streams. All right, playing the new version. Yeah, because I know that Tex Ags was worried about importing ballparks, logos, everything, and it's super simple. So I'll show you guys how to do it. Will Tool 76 says, great, been watching your videos last few months. Looking forward to an in-depth look at the latest version. 23 was your first action PC game. So let me ask you this. This is your first one. So the batter pitcher analysis tool in Action PC Baseball is brilliant. I love it, love it, love it. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh, yeah. I mean, I'll buy it even if it's just an incremental upgrade, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. So, yeah, Tuesday night, it will be a first look, and I'm sure that Al Red Sox fan will be doing one, and God knows who else will be doing a first look of Action PC Baseball. But, you know, you can catch all three of us or all five of us, whoever's doing it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. Not a big year for triples, but so Willie Davis. So usual suspects. Willie Davis. Now, Frank Robinson, interesting, with 4 triples on the year thus far. Lou Brock with 4. Let me see here. Let's look at stolen bases. Cookie Rojas has 9. Campaneris. Again, we're seeing Don Buford. Here's a little bit of, I didn't realize Buford had speed, but apparently, yeah, he's rated a 66 here. So should probably look at his real life stats. I'm really curious here about Don Buford. So I don't think of him as a base stealer, but let's look. Wow, yeah, hey, there you go. You learn something new every day. Don Buford, with 200 lifetime steals in the 1966, Don Buford stole 61 bases. 1960 is not exactly known as a base stealing, decade, but wow. So nice to know about, or nice to know about these things. I have so much to learn about baseball. Here's the other thing too, that you can go through these players and see where they play best. It's a nice graphical representation. Sean really, look at that. You get graphs for, right, just like throughout his career and stuff. It's really, really nice. And so good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's move on. Well, let's look at what's going on with Saber. It's our sabermetrics reports. Oh, so it just gives you, if you don't know what's going on, sabermetrics. There's isolated power, and it's Frank Howard leading in isolated power. Yaz is number 3, so he's got to get that batting average up. We should check RBI for Yastrzemski as well, right? So let's go back. Let's see where Yaz is in RBI. So Yaz is again, still early, 19 runs batted, and he's 14th. Jim Ray Hart leading with 34. So Yaz wants to win the Triple Crown here. He's going to have to do it. He's going to have to get to work. Another thing I like about this, like you find in Out of the Park baseball, is just the sort of mousing over, and you get nice ratings and things like that, which is, again, an Out of the Park thing, which I really like. Action PC does it as well. All right. Let's have a look at team batting here. Let's see what's going on here. So everything's sortable here. All right, so Atlanta, the big home run hitting team right now, with 31 as a team. Let's see, runs scored. It's going to be Cincinnati. Pittsburgh right behind them. Let's see, batting average, it's Pittsburgh. And slugging average is big clue, Cincinnati Reds. All right, there we go. Who's stealing all the bases out there? The Philadelphia Phillies. Boston Red Sox have stolen 18. There you go. Look at Boston. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. So let's do this here. Okay. So Yaz leading the club in RBI. Joe Foy right behind him at 18. Reggie Smith at 15. Let's look at the Cardinals because right now the Red Sox are doing what you would expect. But the Cardinals are mystifying me. I don't know what's going on with these guys. And they have done poorly. They did well in one baseball sim, and that was APA. But this one, they're not doing well, and they didn't do well in Don Brav or Baseball Mogul. So Pretty fascinating stuff to look through. All right. So, let me see. Yeah, see, guys, and I don't know what, I never thought of Don Buford as this fast runner. And again, let me qualify that and say that I readily have always admitted the 1960s is my weakest decade in baseball. So I never thought of Don Buford in the same way as I would think of somebody like, and he certainly wasn't in the class of Lou Brock, but wow, 51 stolen bases in 1966 and 200 lifetime steals. Not bad at all. Hey, Captain Carl, I think this is like maybe your first time here or second time. So welcome in. Certainly a treat to have you in here. So, okay. Yeah, I can do it. Will Tool, if you ever want any sort of tutorials on Action PC Baseball, I'm all about tutorials. Love to do them. Dan Burke, my favorite Irishman. There he is. Slancha, me boy. I hope you're doing fine tonight, and you're having yourself a wee nip of Guinness. This is your first time here. Thank you, Captain Carl. I've seen you in a number of our Red Sox fan streams and all that, and I know you know your baseball. So welcome in. Picked a good stream, Captain Carl 67 here. Yeah, so Captain Carl, what I'm doing is just running this through like 7 or 8 different baseball sims. We're actually playing games. We're letting the sim engine take care of it. But I did mention, and I want to show you guys. Let's pick these Pittsburgh Pirates, for instance. And if we go to Manager AI Tendencies, I get really, there we go. So you can import. So Harry Walker was the manager, and you can see that this is set up, but you can actually set up anything the way you want it. And this was kind of nice for its time and still is. And this is by inning and by game situation all the way down. And you can also import managers in this game as well. So again, if anybody can think of a way that I can host this game, this has every season from 1901 to in this case 2015. So all right, let's go back to games and let's let this play some more. And we're going to do another month. And here we go. All right, and Sakuni just got off work on his way home. All right, excellent. Listening to us on that big commute that he has on the bus. Good. So maybe the webpage Sports Replay Field of Dreams would host it. Yeah, possibly. It's a 500 megabyte file zipped. So, and Discord won't handle a file that big. In fact, I even signed up for premium Discord and it still won't take it. So, we'll look at occasional issues. All right, here we go. Longest home run. So Luis Aparicio hit a bomb. How the hell did that happen? This was a bomb. 473 feet. You kidding me? So there's Mantle again at 464. Yaz 460 footer. Let's see who's cold right now. Dick Hauser, Vern Fuller, Clay Dalrymple, Andy Etchebarren. Look at all these guys below the Mendoza line. Wow. Kind of usual suspects, I guess. Let me see here. So Jim Ray Hart still holding a 34 RBI. Is Yaz has not cracked the top 10 yet. Let me see. Quality starts really didn't mean a lot in 1967, so we're not going to worry about that. Fewest home runs allowed pitchers. So Danny McLean has allowed 1 home run. Or no, he's allowed none. Mike McCormick has allowed 1. Let's see. Pete Richard with the Senators, 3. They need all the help they can get. Here's your hottest young pitching prospects. Pardon my bleh. Been a long day. Active hitting streaks right now, guys. Willie Stargell, Rod Carew, each at 15 games. And Joe Askew somehow. I guess that 10-game hitting streak just kind of will hold there forever. Walk-off homer for Colavito. All right, let's close this and let's let it keep going. All right, so Boston, there's a little bit of a dogfight in the American League. Boston, Minnesota, Cleveland right now. And St. Louis, okay, St. Louis is above 500 now, but a little ways to catch San Francisco. And we had the Giants, I think it was the Giants and Tigers in one of these. I'll have to go back and look. Mike says, listening while you roll some payoff pitch. Anybody wants to come on, Mike, let me know. And I'll gladly put the link in here. And if you guys want to, anybody want to come on and talk some baseball, I'll just put the link in. You click on it. I add you to the stream. That's simple. So you get a lot of baseball. We're not going to look at this one. We'll back and look at them later. You really get a lot of baseball game here for free. This used to be a commercial product. It was sold for a time through Wolverine Studios, but I guess apparently that marriage didn't go so well. I only got Wolverine Studios. Story on that, I have no idea. What Sean's is, and I don't want to get into it. There was a spin-off project to this called Strategy Baseball, which I might still have around. And if I do, I'll figure out a way to post that too. But it's pretty much dead. If you go to its website now, like it's just a bunch of hackers and crap like that. Let's look at this one. I like to just pick these and just randomly. Tommy Agee's power speed number 6.43. Reggie Smith, Lou Brock, Tony Oliva. So again, the guys that you would expect to be there. Hottest pitchers in the association right now. So pretty cool. So Wilson with Houston right now. In the last 2 weeks, 0.37 earned run average. He's 3-0, 14 strikeouts, 11 walks. Overall, respectable 2.93 earned run average. He's 6-4 with 52 strikeouts, 33 walks. Cold hitters, let's see. Joe Foy. Oh, Joe Foy. He was doing pretty well in the early season, but right now, Joe Foy in the last 2 weeks, he's seen certainly better times, hitting just 0.89 with a home run and run batted in, hitting 200 overall in the season with 5 homers. So let's see. Any big games? Bob Allison with a hitting streak going on right now. Transactions are happening, and that's fine. Injuries. So Bob Gibson, that's going to hurt the Cardinals. Gibson is out with a quadricep injury. Let's let this play out some more. Okay, Cardinals are now 5.5 back of the Giants. So far, this one's playing a little bit more as you'd expect. We'll see. David Lando says, let's get rid of Tommy Agee and Don F. and Buford. Nice. Good to see you guys in here on a Saturday night, just chatting some baseball and all that kind of stuff. So again, anybody wants to come on, let me know. In fact, just in case, I'm going to put a link there. Click on that, and you'd be able to join the stream if you want. We're not going to look at this one. We're going to go ahead and let this go. Any team you want me to look at as we go through this, I'm certainly happy to do that as well. But, yeah, it's nice that a lot of you remember this game. This was a serious competitor with out of the park baseball. Unfortunately, this version will not run full screen. Older game, what are you going to do? So I just put a little Forbes Field behind there. It looks kind of baseball-y. It's better than seeing the old desktop, right? Anyhow, so what are you guys doing? Anybody? Hey, we got Mike. Hang on, Mike. I'm going to put on my headphones so that we don't echo in people's ears. And we get Mike on here for a bit of a chin wag. The mighty Mike Silva, architect at large, ne'er-do-well, and scoundrel. And those are all compliments, by the way, Mike. So please do take them as such. All right, and just be a second here. Put you on, and
can you hear me now?
Mike, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Fine. Can you hear me?
I can hear you well. Can everybody hear Mike? Just a little thumbs up, maybe. You guys can hear Mike. It's important.
Yeah, I'm a little under the weather, so I just pardon my. It might sound like I'm a little stuffed up, because I am. So
nah, it's all fine, man. You get days off and then you get under the weather.
No shit, right?
The way it works, huh?
Right? Exactly, right. I was just thinking. I'm thinking that, like, I get one day off from I'm freaking start getting sick. I'm like, oh great. That's just the way it works.
Yeah, I was looking for the old chin wag last night. I guess I don't know if you guys were on or not, or I just got home late, or
I was on. We were on. Dave Lando, and we were talking on Discord for a while anyway.
Okay, good.
It's the usual. Good. Jamie.
So, nice.
Yeah, just it's kind of like a cool thing. It's kind of. I think we did at least 3 or 4 days this past week. 3 days maybe we did that kind of thing. It was kind of neat. Just get together.
I really look forward to those. It was a lot of fun. I was looking last night. It's like, it doesn't look like anything's going on. I'll wait for a little bit. And then there was those little moon things. It's like, and then the little things that there's nobody to play with.
Yeah.
Man, it's all good.
I tell you, that was a great moment, like with the near perfect game that we had going on. That was so fun. Like, and you joined it right. You joined it right at the right.
I know, right? And then you had Van Slyke hit for the cycle the next day, right?
You know what? I didn't even know he hit for the cycle until I saw the write-up at the end in the box score. It says Van Slyke hits for the cycle. I'm like, holy shit, I didn't even realize that.
Charmed life, man. I've had one, and it happened this year on the channel. I've had one hitter hit for the cycle. It was Jimmy Fox.
Oh, yeah?
So I've had one cycle, and I've had 2 no-hitters. Now, finally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Van Slyke was actually the second cycle. Tony Fernandez did in the same season, so it's earlier in the season. But
hey, guys, there's legends, guys. I know I've done it on the Discord, but how about throwing a little shout out here to the legends, giving some love for an amazing, bombastic conclusion to franchise. Well, not if you're an Indians fan, but what a great ending, great postseason, great season altogether. Guys, how about a thumbs up, a little love there, whatever, for Legend Sports Universe. I mean, the work that he puts into that is insane. So Legends, I know I wrote it in the Discord, but man, thank you personally for so many hours of just joy and frustration and the whole thing in a good way. And don't stay long in the football stuff, right? There should be no hiatuses in baseball. Right, Rogers Horn, or not Rogers. So the character, right, the Jimmy Fox character that Tom Hanks plays in League of the Run. There's no crying in baseball. There's no hiatuses in baseball. So, man, I'll tell you what, just right.
That's amazing. The stuff he does. It's just, I think that the dedication to that is really something to behold. I mean, the amount, at least an hour and a half a game, like just.
Jimmy
consistently doing the broadcasting, like, very good job. Even if he, even if he let one loose the last game there, he's like, "What the hell is he doing?"
Yeah, right. but we shanghaied him into the one game. Remember, because he was really tired. He was talking to us.
That's right.
And we're like, come on, Legends, you want to do a game, and he's like, okay, and then he's like, bam, just consummate pro.
Yep.
Consummate pro. He was on. Oh yeah, the Nap Lajoie Mad Dash.
That was great.
You gotta love it. That
was a great moment.
Oh, it really was. So Tim McCarver's hot right now. So in the last 2 weeks, he's hitting .435 with 3 dingers and 9 runs batted in. Way to go, Tim! Hitting .309 overall in the season with 7 home runs. So doing some possibly. He and Kurt Flood responsible for the surge here of the St. Louis Cardinals finally in a baseball sim. They've been worrying me. Yeah, any teams I should be looking at? We got to look at Boston, obviously, because right as soon as this is done simming this season or this month. So Legend says the Madden playbooks are going to kill him. Well, I hope not, or we're suing somebody. I don't know who we'll sue. We'll sue who's the commissioner of the NFL. We'll sue him because he's a jerk anyhow. Roger Goodall, or what's his name? What's Roger?
Goodell.
So the reason why I think he's a jerk is because of the Michael Vick thing. I mean, sorry, but I know this is going to honk some people off. I was in animal rehab, and the dude did bad things to animals, and making him captain of the Pro Bowl. I mean, like tens of thousands of signatures, and he's like, well, he changed. It's like, yeah, tell that to the dead dogs and the maimed dogs. But anyhow, if that kills Legends, we're suing the commissioner of the NFL because we need baseball, damn it.
Yeah.
So there we are. Let's look at these bow socks. Let's look at you and Bernie's bow socks and see. Oh, look at that. There's a doubleheader coming up. All right. How you guys doing here? How you guys doing? Team reports. Let's look at team stats here. All right. So Yastrzemski, of course, leading average for the team. Who's your home run hitter? It's Yastrzemski. Tony C has 13. Reggie Smith with 10. So you guys are putting up respectable numbers. I don't think Yastrzemski is going to get the Triple Crown, though, unless things change up really quickly here. Let me see. Leaders. All right, batting average. Who's leading in batting average? And it is Rod Carew. Okay, Yastrzemski's moved up to third. He's on his way.
Yep.
He's hitting 329. Let me see. Who's the RBI leader? Oh, this one isn't sortable. I have to do it like this. Oh, where's Yaz? Where are you, Yaz? Oh, he's number 4. Okay, it could happen. He did win the Triple Crown in one of these, or was it 2 of these? Can't remember. Shit. So David Lando saying some heavy hitters. Oh, Sports Time Machine in here. Todd being here. So Sports Time Machine, I watched a really fun game earlier that he did. It was the Mayor's Challenge, Yankees Mets, and it was an excellent game. No spoilers. Go back and catch it. It is up to the last. A very, very good game. So, Mike, good call on that. And thanks for coming in. And hopefully, Mike, you will still remember your offer of Auto Simming 1967 and Strat, so we can look at the results in that. Because why not? APA's represented here. Should have Strat, right? All right. Let's look at the seasons, the standings as they are. So Boston and Baltimore, they are in a dead heat. And the White Sox putting on some pressure now, man. They're second place, just a game back. Detroit, Minnesota, California in a race. California kind of surprises me a little bit. St. Louis holding third place, 6.5 or 8.5 out. Houston 6.5 out. Pittsburgh starting to look a little bit more realistic now at 30 and 29. Let me see. The Yankees now are about where they should be because late 60s, the Yankees were pretty horrible. No offense, Mike. I know it's your team. It's just baseball history. Any surprises here from you guys who know this season that you're seeing? And I know that StreamYard might look a little squiffy, but any surprises you're seeing that maybe teams underperforming, overperforming? I think they were overperforming, but 30 and 29, they should be on track to get close to their 81 and 81. But the 2 teams I'm concerned with be St. Louis and Boston. So, yeah, Mike, both computer managers did well at the end. Todd B says, can we sim some freaking season where the Indians win? Well, Tim, Todd, we could set up 1948 the last time you guys won.
If you want to be realistic, they're probably just not going to win. I mean,
they're probably
Well, I mean, any kind of recent season anyway, where
shots fired, man. Woo.
Any year when we were allowed to vote, probably they're not going to win. So no, I'm just kidding.
Wow, that was. But we could set up 1948, Todd.
Yeah, we should do that.
We'll set up 1948, and go
Wait,
from there.
I think Jamie was doing. I think he's doing 40. Or he might have been 46. He was showing me either 46 or 48 on the OTP. I'm terrible with my memory, so I apologize, Jamie. I don't know if he's still there, but he's doing one of those in OTP. That's pretty cool. He was showing me or play the game.
1940s baseball is interesting in the community because while
46.
there were those two seasons, 43 and 44, that hit baseball, there was a lot of great seasons. 1941, 42 is great. 46, everybody's coming back. 45 was even a pretty good season. You had, of course, the most important season in baseball, 1947, but 1949 was a great one. So, but it's 1940s baseball doesn't seem to be a thing among folks here. I'm like, more people are more interested in dead ball, which is fine with me, than 1940s baseball. But there's some, I mean, the 1941 season, man, you had DiMaggio's 56 game hitting streak. You had Williams hitting 406. And it was a good pennant race, but, the last one before the war. But I guess no 1940s baseball. Captain Carl said, I wouldn't be surprised if the Orioles win. The only thing that helped, I keep forgetting them on StreamYard. Damn it. There, now I don't have to. There we go. The only thing that held them back was an inconsistent pitching staff. They're also the defending champs. Good point. That 1966 Orioles team was excellent. And then, of course, the 69, 70, and 71 Orioles teams, amazing. They were strong teams. All right. Not the Indians, but the Cleveland Spiders are ready to win their second straight pennant in your 1893 replay. Cy Young, baby. There you go. So Pib knows his baseball and knows that the Cleveland Spiders, except for 1899, were always competitive in the 1890s. Good job. I know Dave Gardner loves the 1899 Spiders, but it's like, I want him to play a good Spiders team. All right. So here we go. We're going to go on instead of playing a game. I love the game. Looks nice, but Mike, you can see the out of the park influence in this, right?
Yeah, I like it. I think it looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, nice looking game. I just want to host it and get it out to you guys.
And what year was this? What year was the last year that they had this game?
2015.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think this was right before Out of the Park went 3D.
Yep.
So. All right, so here we go. We're going to go from middle of June to middle of July, and let's go. Boom. So, Mike, what you rolling up? I know what you're rolling up, but you should tell everybody else. Jamie said he's doing 1946.
I'm doing an 86. I'm doing 50. 40 years later than that. So I'm doing 86 payoff pitch, just rolling some games. Like I've been doing it pretty much all week. Like whenever I'm on Discord, and I just throw it on live and just roll the games, and yeah, it's fun. So I'm in August 20th now, so I'm making my way through the season. Basically a month and a half left to, and then get to the playoffs, which was interesting because this conversation came up. I forget who brought it up, but about playoffs. Or it might have been with you, right? I think someone was asking you about it. When you get to the playoffs and you have
Scooney asked.
Oh yeah, Scooney. It's a good point. Like maybe other people here have an opinion, but because I've never done a cards and dice and as played lineups before. But I'm wondering, when you get to playoffs and if a team makes it that didn't make the playoffs that year, and you don't have anything historical to go back on, what do you do with lineups, right? Like, do you just use obviously what the roster looked like at the end of the year, and then just kind of maybe if there's somebody that was hurt, do you put them in? You know what I mean? Like, so it's just kind of it's an interesting thing I've been thinking about. To see, if that happens to me, I'm just trying to think about it ahead of time, just to see what do they take maybe Legends if he's here? Maybe he knows, he might have some experience with that. I'm not sure, but just something I'd throw out there and see what kind of, if anybody has any responses to that, like what they do for playoff rosters when there is no as played available.
Right. I think you're right. And Legends too. I mean, just doing like, because he was doing some roster management in the postseason, as you say, and some great managing from the seventh inning on. And Dwayne, of course, he had to do, and he's going to have to do it for a lot of the, in his World Series project. We'll look at this one in his World Series project, because the game, right? One thing Out of the Park isn't doing. So Mike Silva, Sports Time Machine, is he's coughing and not feeling well, but
Sorry.
Grace, no, don't say you're sorry. Dude, you hear me hacking up all the time. So Mike Silva, the guy who makes all the ballparks. Mike, if you want to come on, I'll put the link. It'd be nice to have you on the mic with us. This is Mike Silva, who makes all the ballparks and out of the park baseball. And all the uniforms too. So the man's a rock star. He's a rock star.
I wouldn't say I make all the ballparks. I mean, you know, the historical.
Well, a lot of right. Yeah. Now, for guys, I should say this and not to steal Mike's thunder, but Mike's the one that told me about this. So if you're looking for old ballparks, there's a guy on there that has a whole long, like 11 pages. It's called Jazz Age Ballparks, and there's some really cool alternate ballparks in there if you want, and 19th century stuff as well. I know, Bernie, you were looking for American Association stuff. There's parks in there that you could use for an American Association thing.
Last I checked, I think he was doing the Federal League parks. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. You know, it looked like I don't really know the Federal League, so I mean, but the last time I checked his thread, that's what he was. He posted a few recent ones.
So Sports Time Machine says hi, and his name is Mike too. So now he's STM Mike, and you're Mike. So.
Cool.
So Captain Carl says he's seen people replay 1967 with different games and saw 5 different teams win, including the Orioles and the White Sox. The White Sox are pretty tough right now in this one. So the George Boomer Scott here. Oh my God, what a thing to not be leading in. He's caught stealing 9 times. What were you thinking, George? Let's look at George. So you Boston fans, was he fast? No. What's he doing, man? Let's look at his real life stats. George the Boomer Scott. Dude, you're in there for your stick, not your wheels. Right? So he had a season high 60 with 1972 Brewers. He had 16 steals. So what's George Scott thinking? Just hit the ball hard. Right? Jeez. Yep. Oh my God. All right. Quality starts. Again, you can see this is obviously, quality starts. There was no such thing. Could you imagine Bob Gibson? You go to the bump, you go to Bob. Bob, well, you had a quality start today. It's the 6th inning. You're going to pull him. You're going to be in traction at quality starts, right? Oh, look at this. Jamie's got to rub it. He says Nap Lajoie is giving Scott the green light. Oh, man. Poor Legends. That's the reason you got to get season 4 going so that everybody can forget Napoleon Lajoie and the Mad Dash.
I thought that was great. I thought it made for a funny storyline, It's like just like right? he was. I know Legends seemed kind of embarrassed about it, but he's like explaining it away. Like I thought it was great. I thought it was it's a unique thing. Like you get to kind of laugh it off and make some stories up with it. So it was cool.
Bob Uecker was released. Bob, that's all right. Just a bit outside of the league. So I don't know. This is I love so one of the things that for me, we talked before about why do we play what we play, and why do we choose. So the baseball sims that I love to play are the ones that give you all this extra stuff, right? So and the 3 are Action PC out of the park. This one, as far as digital sims go. Because you could just, right, you're doing a season replay or you're doing a fantasy league, whatever. You can get lost in this for ages, right? I love that. I
like how you had the home run distances up and stuff like that. I like that little that kind of that small stuff out there that you don't see everywhere. Like that was pretty cool. Who had the longest home runs. That's kind of neat. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sports Time Machine says Bob Gibson, you have reached your innings usage limit. Oh my God. Could you imagine though? Because a manager had to pull Gibby every once in a while. Do you imagine the intestinal fortitude that took to pull Bob Gibson from a game?
I know.
Wow. How about it? So St. Louis has dropped again. They're still above 5. The 3 games above 5, 2 games above 500. Boston and Baltimore. That's a dogfight there in the American League. All right, and that's still playing out. So, Mike, how are you liking your the results you're seeing in your replay so far?
Awesome, I love it. It's very, very realistic. Obviously, except for the Red Sox record, but I don't mind it. I think it's great. I mean, the players themselves, so far they're pretty realistic. I mean,
Hmm.
everything from what I'm checking out, it looks good. It's a lot of fun just playing, just playing the guy, having the cards and getting to learn every player in the league basically that year. I mean, even the
Hmm.
scrubs, what I mean, like you can easily tell who the scrubs were, who was bad, and,
Hmm.
and and like I mentioned this before, I think the coolest thing with doing the as played is like you get a view into the manager's head because you see what kind of lineups they put up every game. You know what I mean? They can see how they change from game to game and what they did. So you
Hmm.
kind of it's kind of cool. Like some managers didn't change their lineups at all. A lot of managers tinkered with them every game. You know what I mean? So it was kind
Right.
of cool. Like the Red Sox manager didn't touch the lineup half the time. I mean, this is pretty much the same guys all the time, and it worked in the real life. It's not working for me in this one, but um,
So recently inducted Jimmy Leyland, when he was the Pirates, never changed the lineup. We had like the Pirates lineup, like, so we had it memorized. So
mhm.
Laney Fratteri would be announcing, like 1992 Pirates,
Yeah,
Bonds lead, Vince Lake, da 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 da. Yeah, we had it memorized. And we're
yep.
just saying it right along with Lanny. We always had it right. He never. No, I don't know what he did when he went to Florida, but with the Pirates, it was that you just knew.
Yep.
Jim didn't platoon. He just this is where everybody was, and there you go.
I mean,
But I
unless those
like I
injuries,
like
right?
Jimmy Leyland. What's that?
Right.
Unless
Unless those injuries, but obviously,
yeah,
but yeah,
Jimmy Leyland, old school
yeah. That's old
baseball.
school guy smoking the butts in the dugout.
Oh
They always
yeah,
had the pack of Marlboros or whatever sitting on the side, sitting up with the lighter on it.
yep.
See him? Yeah, that's great.
So Catfish Hunter getting good run support in Kansas City. Kansas City not really a strong team, but boy, you're going to take that wherever you can get it. What else do we have here? These pitching. Let's see. These pitchers getting it done. Here's PSPN's hottest pitchers in the association. So Tom Terrific. In the last 2 weeks, he's has 23 strikeouts, 6 walks, 0.33 under on average. He's 3.16 overall with 11-8. Good stuff. Like to see Vern Law doing well. Like to see my Buccos doing some good things. What else do we have to look at? So these issues change every time. It'll highlight something different. And then I haven't seen any no hitters yet. Of course, I haven't gone through this deeply, but it hasn't stopped me. So I guess we don't have any no hitters so far. How many no hitters were in 1967? I should look. Let me see. For highlights, I had 2. I got an intentional walk from Sandy Koufax, and I got out of a rundown against the Mets. Bob Uecker. I love it. Will Tool says, I agree. That's why I really like Out of the Park in Action. I think Out of the Park is more user friendly, but Action gives you a lot of in game history and stats you can get lost in. Yeah, both of them are just rabbit holes, right? All right, it's standings time. And Baltimore now 3.5 up on Boston, and the White Sox 7 back, making it a race. The Twins and Tigers are hanging in there. In the National League, St. Louis, oh my God, just a game above 500. The Bucks are on pace now. They're 43-43. The Giants have done well in 2 of the 3 sims that we've done before tonight. So, but St. Louis has only won the National League in 1 of these. And so far, and unless they get to work, they're on a 3-game losing skid. Let's see who's doing what for Boston. Let's look at team reports this time, and so this breaks everything down by position. So let's go to this is a little better to look at. There we go. All right, where's Yaz here? Leading in home runs, 25. Tony C trying to hold pace, but falling a little bit behind at 16. Not walks. What I want here. Runs batted in. There we go. So Yastrzemski's going to win the Triple Crown, at least for the Red Sox, but I don't know where he is right now. We should probably look at leaders. Batting leaders. All right, here we go. So batting average has Yastrzemski. Where is he? It's really interested to see if he gets the Triple Crown. And I think he's fallen again. Nope, he's number 6. He's hitting 327. Matty Lou and Roberto Clemente, a little bit overperforming there, I think. RBI, okay, Yaz is first in RBI. He's just got to get that batting average up. And because he's leading in home runs, so he's got 2 of the 3. 2 of the 3 go Yaz. Light years from home. Welcome in, man. Hey, Crazy Me here. Just had an idea example. Can you create a 2 versus 2 matchup? Here's an example. 8 Ty Cobbs plus a permanent pitcher Gibson versus 8 Babe Ruth. Yep, you can. And I didn't think you were on drugs. Yeah, you can. You can easily do that. It would be funny. But yeah, you could definitely do it. You definitely could do it. Hope you're doing well, my friend. So Light Years from Home has a very, very cool channel. He highlights a brilliant program, and what he does with it is wizardry. A thing called Space Engine. So check it out. If you guys want to just put something on, he does some brilliant stories with it and stuff. So it's a very immersive experience that you can read. Good stuff. Should do a tournament of the teams you're talking about. That would be fun. I don't know what's in the miscellaneous reports. Okay. This is finances and crap like that. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less about that. What are we doing? All-time career leaders. Meh. So what about 8 against 8 tiny Mike Ditkas? Oh, okay. This is just all-time leaders and everything. So there's Sam Crawford and triples, and this is an amazing stat to me. Right. So like triples, you can understand that the Sam Crawford record is never going to be broken. Never, ever, ever. It's been standing, right? But Tris Speaker is still the all-time leader in doubles. Still. And I mean, it's not like doubles are a rare hit, right?
Right.
But you would think that's a record that should be broken. But it's been standing all this time. So, and this is taking it up to just this year, by the way. So that's why you're not seeing somebody, you're not seeing Hank Aaron, in his 755 home runs, because this is looking at everything up to 1967 or whatever. So, which I think is cool.
Yep.
Which is cool. All right. Shall we go on? I think we shall. Yes. Yep. All right. Mike, you gonna make it, man? You gonna make it?
I hope so.
I hope so too. I haven't paid the insurance premiums this month.
I did a lot of napping today, so
napping is a good thing.
Oh yeah, it was just napping. Got up for a few minutes, napped again.
Yeah. 8 Eddie Gaydels. There you go, Mike. How about it? But David Lando says nothing beats multiple Ditkas. You imagine? Was it? Yeah. No. Was it Dick? Was it him? Yes. That sang "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" at a Cubs game. Wasn't that him? It was like the only person on earth that could actually sang worse than Harry Carey. I think it was pretty amazing. I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Or was it Dick Butkus? I know it was one of those guys, one of the football guys. Harry had up there in the booth, and it was. But they were great football players, great football coaches. So they don't have to be able to sing, right? Yeah, there were some legendary bad ones. Ditka, so it was Mike Ditka. So the worst national anthem, of course, has to be Roseanne Barr.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
That was awful.
Kyle Lewis was pretty bad too.
Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne. I never heard Ozzy. So Osbourne did it. Wow. It's kind of funny. I know McCartney's a baseball fan. I wish he would. He's a Yankees fan now. Damn it.
Is he?
Yes. My favorite musician in the whole world is a Yankees fan. Again, sorry, Mike, but Ozzy didn't know the words. I'm not surprised.
Wow,
I read
mush. That's why.
I know. I read an account. I guess it was back in the late 70s or something, and a reporter finally gets this interview with Ozzy Osbourne, and he said he ended up watching Ozzy for an hour and a half talk to a balloon. So you gotta love Ozzy.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Baltimore holding at 4.5 games in first.
Wow. Where are we here? In July, into July?
Yeah. So we're going from middle of July into mid-August. And St. Louis, a game below 500. San Francisco, I think, is going to take the National League. So they're 60-40. So this one's simming slower because it's doing transactions as it goes along too. So it does real life transactions.
It's doing the real transactions. Okay.
Yeah. I left those on, which I think I have to do for the next one. We'll be doing not tonight, but it'll be Digital Diamond Baseball to see how it does with 1967. Bernie says California is really off. Where are they now? Oh my God, they're in last place. Oof. So what I should bring up Baseball Reference. I think I'll do that right now. Let's see how did they finish in 67? I don't know. I'd ask you to sing, Mike, but I know that you're
yeah. That's not happening.
That's not happening. Right. Well, maybe when you get better, we could do a few choruses.
I don't think so.
We could do Inagata Davida. Come on.
Oh, there you go. Inagata Davida. There you go.
Right. Dude was so stoned because you know what he was actually trying to sing, right?
In the Garden of Eden.
In the Garden of Eden. Yes,
yeah.
exactly. Inagata Davida. Oh, yeah. Because they were 84 and 77. In 1967, according to Baseball Reference. Dun, 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 dun. You know what? I'm going to get a copyright strike for that now, right?
No shit, right?
Oh, my God. So, Mike, when you get well, we got to play some head-to-head action PC on here, man.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. And you don't even have to have the teams, which is really cool. So, you can just... Yeah, it'll be fun.
Obviously, I have to have the game. Right?
Yeah. That helps. If you don't have the game,
you're gonna get the new game. I'm probably gonna hold off on it, but I might get the new game at some point too. So,
yeah.
Well, actually, I'll probably just get it as soon as I can. But
I love the feature. I mean, it's more of an incremental feature this year than that. I mean, again, last year that big thing, that batter pitcher analysis was pretty huge.
I mean, I feel like he added the same feature to every game this year was the cards, right? That was like one of the big features, and that was like to every game. I'm like, okay, well, okay. And the cards are cool. I mean, I was watching Dave Lando play hockey the other night. I have the 22 hockey or whatever it is, the one before the newest one, and it didn't have those. And when I saw those, I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. When you see them in the game, you're like, oh, you notice it. But yeah, that's cool. I'm sure there's some decent features. I was hoping that they would put some. I don't know. I was hoping they would kind of maybe, fix some of the not lag, but just the processing, the way it processes. But that's probably like a whole rewrite to do that. I'm sure. I'm sure. The way that the games lag and stuff sometimes, and they have to screen refresh every time you go to a different screen. You have to wait a few seconds. But I think that's just all data. It's probably when it's calling the databases and stuff like that. It just takes the time to do that. So.
It's not a very well optimized game, which surprises me. Compared to like Out of the Park Baseball,
that's what I mean.
Think right because Out of the Park is beautifully optimized.
Well, that's what I mean. Like most games don't have that. Like usually you can just kind of flip screens pretty quickly. And there's not like it's not like the whole screen has to kind of freeze and stop for a second and then like loads up again. You know what I mean? It's just kind of weird, especially in. I didn't notice that in watching Dave play hockey. So whereas I felt like the hockey game from the one I have was pretty bad in that respect. But maybe I don't know. But it could be having the graphics too. I don't know if it's like when you play in the game. Obviously, if you have, I noticed when you played baseball, I used to have the player cards like on the field, running around, running around and stuff, and that would actually. And then when I took those off, like the game sped up immensely, and then. I think I remember, the game was like so slow. Like some fly balls, I was like, "Holy shit!" It's like taking forever to come down. You know what I mean? I was like, and it was all because of the graphics were on there. But anyway, I would like to see some optimization of that. Like, now I think that would be a huge.
Oh
thing,
yeah, it would.
But it's not a shiny back of the box feature, right? It's just like, hey, we've optimized, and some people might notice it, some people might not. So
yeah, I noticed, and I'll tell you when Action PC, and again, it's understandable because of the size of the database.
Yeah.
When you're doing anything with the baseball history collection, it's like you just got to wait. You just got to be patient. So Bernie, I always suspected you were a bit of a hippie. He said back there that he saw Iron Butterfly in 1969 live in concert So, Bernie, of course, the question is, how much do you remember that concert? Because if you're seeing Iron Butterfly in 1969, you were communing with Mother Nature. And then David Lando, back to the Beatles. So his daughter's first ever concert. What a way to start was Paul McCartney. Nice. Dad of the year over here. Hell, you'd be my dad of the year too. Take me to Paul McCartney. I had to take myself twice. I saw him twice. So Captain Carl asks, how many of today's players do you think would whine if they had to play back-to-back doubleheaders like the Tigers and Angels did in the final weekend of 67? Captain Carl, all of them. I mean, exactly. Really, right?
Yeah, right.
These 2023 guys, come
load management. On. It's messing up my load management.
Oh, my God. Let's see where we are here. Yeah, these guys. I mean, come on. They're like happy with quality starts. That's bullshit. Come on, right? Oops, I should have hit standings. Quality starts. What the hell does that even mean? Baltimore 7. Oh, now the American League is opening up. It's like it's becoming the races Baltimore, Boston, but Boston 7.5 back. The National League still kind of up for grabs, but St. Louis has made a big jump. So they're back in second place again. And I always mention the Pirates just because they're my team. So they're 59 and 60. So on pace, accuracy, love that. We should see what is California doing that they're overperforming. Oh, now they're in last place. So he said Bernie says they're way off. Let's see what's going on with California. Why are they sucking? What's going on here, California? You guys, they're probably so 1967 was the Summer of Love, right? Inaugurated with the release of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band that year. So maybe everybody in the California Angels was kind of hanging out, listen, right? And they listened to the final track, A Day in the Life, and that was it. It just blew their heads apart. I think that's what happened. Let's look at their team stats. Who's hitting for these guys? Always got to look at home runs first. Don Mincher with 19. Let me see who's batting average. Okay, well, let's forget that guy. Cookie Rojas is hitting 333. Meh, he's only at 3 at bats. So let's look at the real guys. So Jim Fregosi is hitting 285. They're not really getting any hitting here. Their hitting sucks, as a matter of fact. So I think we've just explained it right here. What's the run differential for them there? Let's go back to standings. Where are you, California? What's that different? Oh, 78. Ouch. Not very good. Look at Baltimore and Boston, though. These two are powerhouses.
Are they playing each other anytime? So, what's this, August? How many games they have left against each other? Those will be something good series.
Oh, yeah, they will.
Boston would have to basically win out, though.
We'd have to look at the schedule. We can do that. Somewhere, somehow, you can do that. I forget where. But you can look at the schedule. I don't remember where. All right, let's go from mid-August to mid-September. There, see, Tish, I spoke French.
Yeah.
Get that little Addams Family reference, right?
Je parle français un peu aussi.
Oh, listen to you. Listen to you. I can say.
Okay, go ahead.
Now he says, "Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?" And that's not an offer, Mike, by the way.
No, I just said I studied French for a little while, so.
Okay. Yeah. Spanish, Italian.
The only part of Europe I've ever been to was France. So.
Really? Were the French home when you were there?
No, well, actually, funny enough, I was in Nice in September, and and then we went to Paris, and I think that was just after the summer vacations. I think they were just getting back into work, so that was good.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, it's a big thing for them. It's a point of pride to be rude, especially Parisians.
Yeah, it was fun. No, I liked it. It was fun. Nice was nice.
Yeah, Nice was nice. Good play on words. I was just watching a documentary earlier this evening about the Battle of Verdun. So that I didn't realize. I mean, before World War I, that was like the scene of a big battle in the Franco-Prussian War. But so what Verdun, right? The Germans, they called it that battle Operation Gericht, which means place of judgment, place of execution. And So basically, the Germans, there's no strategic advantage. They just wanted to bleed the French dry, and of course, that battle led to the Battle of the Somme. So, boy, you had 2 bad ones in a row there, huh?
Wow.
How do we get on that? I don't know.
I have no
France.
idea.
France. Damn it, France.
La Belle France.
La Belle France. Yeah.
You just having this. You had to say a few words in French, and then you said septembre, and then I was like, all right, that's it.
I know. I was trying to be impressive, and then you go off to sound like shout. Right. You start like shout it out, right? Yeah, it's like, damn it, Mike. I'm gonna have to. Oh my God! Now you're no. See, if you do that, now you're gonna start getting me channeling.
Guillaume de Conquerant, Battle of Hastings, 1066.
Expanded.
I'm breaking out all my high school French class history stuff.
Good stuff. Anyway. Now, see, when I think of high school French classes, of course, I think of the first. God, what are those horror movies? So like it's oh my God, it's right. Come on, it's like Death like has a plan. Blah 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 blah. Something. Know. Final Destination. That's it.
Oh, those movies. Oh, geez. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, the first one was fun. The first one.
That was good. That had Stifler in it. Wasn't that the one with Stifler? I think.
Yeah.
Stifler was in that.
Yeah.
It was yeah, because it was kind of like groundbreaking, kind of.
Yeah.
Then they had to go off and just ruin it with like 7 more movies like that. You know, it's like okay.
Yeah.
But how much more ridiculous can we? It was almost like Sharknado. Like how much you know.
All right, so baseball question to the chat. Just yes, no, maybe, bugger off, whatever. Who's buying Action PC Baseball 24 on Tuesday, or who has pre-ordered? Just curious. I mean, I have. I put my hand up, but it is up. It's actually up. I'm Italian.
I'm going to wait until your first look to make my decision.
Really?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to buy it, but I was just pushing your first look video stream.
God have mercy on you. Okay, St. Louis Cardinals, magic number 22. They are in first place.
Hey, the Red Sox gained a half a game.
Yep. It's we
won Baltimore. 5 in a row too. What the hell?
Yeah.
How do they win 5 in a row and still? Oh, they must have been further back than 7 before. 6
yeah, it's getting tight.
Magic number 12. I like that. The magic number has the magic number right there. So you have to do any figuring. So.
Okay, so Pib pre-ordered. Jamie ordered it. Bernie ordered it. And hey, Mike Mitchum, welcome in, Mike. Now we got 3 mics. Now my head's really gonna spin like Linda Blair in The Exorcist. Welcome in. Welcome to the channel, Mike, and welcome to the family. We have a lot of mics here and a lot of Red Sox fans. Mike Mitchum, are you a Red Sox fan? Because there's a lot of them in here, which is all good.
It's a lot of.
We have 1 Yankees fan in here. We have Sports Time Machine. We have 1 Yankees fan. So
there's a couple guys in here I've never seen before, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay, so Mike is a Braves fan. We have a few Braves fans here in the channel. Nice. All right.
You're spreading the word. Hopefully, people coming in, from various different streams.
I'd be nice. More people in the family to for here and Legends and Owls and everywhere, man. Some people here from Owls. So Captain Carl, regular with Owl Red Sox fans. So real privileged to have him here. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do weeks now because we're in September, middle of September. But let's look at the standings. What do we have? So Baltimore's magic number is 5 and St. Louis's magic number is 13. So it's not over yet. Cincinnati making a push. They're a half game back. What did Cincinnati do in 1967? Let's have a look here in baseball reference. I love baseball reference. It's better than having a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not I'm not an authority. I'm definitely not. I don't know 67 that well, but maybe Bernie might know. But I mean, who was the better? I know the Red Sox kind of caught lightning in a bottle, and they weren't really supposed to. Probably, the impossible dream, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So who was Baltimore? Like, were they the favorites like that season, or
we need to ask some 1960s guys. I could tell you who the favorite was in 1911, but I can't tell you who was in 1967. That's pathetic.
Bernie might know. Baltimore, okay. They only won 76 games. Okay. I was just curious who the powerhouse was supposed to be. I mean, I know the Red Sox weren't supposed to be the powerhouse, right? So it's got to be somebody.
Well, we could look at their Pythagorean
Oh gosh.
wins and losses. Well, that
No.
actually that's a neat stat. I like it. I like it.
I haven't heard Pythagorean since sophomore year in high school.
I know.
Pythagorean.
I've been Bill James, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know. So the Red Sox win 92 and 70 that year, so they're a little off pace right now. Baltimore, the Orioles actually finished sixth that year with 76 and 85.
Yeah.
Talk about
So,
overperforming.
no shit, huh?
Wow.
That's their own possible dream season right there.
I'm telling you.
They almost had 100 wins.
This is a fun season. I'm almost. So Bernie says the Twins were favored.
Okay.
Baltimore was never in the 1967 pennant race. They've been in these baseball sims. They have been. Just makes you wonder what's driving them, right? I mean, because again, it's not like if you want a carbon copy, go to backtobaseball.com and you'll see the season exactly as it was played. But that's boring. Writing our own history.
What I think would be cool is if they had some kind of archive of every year had their like whatever baseball magazines like predictions for the season before the season started, just to see who everybody thought was going to be good that year. And then,
right.
You know what I mean? But I don't know if you could find that. Probably have to go into the use a Dewey Decimal System at the library to find the old publications or something.
I wouldn't be surprised though if you could find that like in Saber and stuff like that. You'd have to dig deep.
I mean, we're just talking projections. These aren't, so it's not projections,
really actual
stats.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think like maybe again, newspaper archives, and you can get those through Saber. If you're a Saber member, you can search them for free. But that'd be a fun project. But I'd start feeling like J. Henry Waugh a little bit. So maybe not for me. All right, we're gonna sim a week.
Excuse me.
Oh, no worries. Coughing and all kinds of other stuff.
I'm sure staying up late, with you vampires is probably not helping my health either.
Well, yeah. Hey, we vampires say health is overrated anyhow.
I can sleep in a little bit tomorrow, so that's good.
There you go. Yeah, it's a Sunday. Yeah, that's why I created them. So Bernie says the Twins had won 1965 and had a good team in 67. Yeah, the Twins had a really good team in 1965. I actually thought about that season, but this is a thank you to Bernie for coming on. We got to get him back on again, Bernie, which means like anytime you just want to come on and talk.
Yep.
Okay, Baltimore has clinched the American League. Boston, 11 games out. All right, we're almost done with this one. And then the next time we get together and do this, it will be Digital Diamond Baseball. And I think that sims pretty quickly. I think. Where's Dwayne Morse when you need him? Mike Mitchum says the Red Sox, Tigers, Twins, Chicago White Sox had a 3-game spread at the end. All right. So the White Sox out of it here. Oh, wow. Like Baltimore just completely dominated. Wow.
I think Bernie's probably gonna sign off of the chat now that Boston's out of it.
Bernie, don't leave, not yet.
I'm sorry, Bernie. I was just kidding around.
Tip says a few years ago, all the Baseball Digest issues were available online. Download a ton of them. Oh, I'd love to find those. I wonder if they're still around. Gotta look. That's the other thing. I mean, like Street and Smiths is still around. I think. I see a few of them still around at the beginning of the baseball season.
I used to love Baseball. Was it Baseball Weekly? Was that a magazine?
There was Baseball Weekly.
That was great. Yeah. I used to get that. Well, that was great.
I think we're so St. Louis's magic numbers at 1. Come on, St. Louis. They're making end of season adjustments, so we've done it. And the World Series let's see who we don't even have we could start the world. This is cool. So the other baseball sims didn't let us do this. We could actually what was it? The first one that I did, Don Bravo lets you do the World Series. We could quick sim the World Series. Be fun to actually play it though, wouldn't it? So it's be Bob Gibson against Jim Palmer. What a nice matchup that would be. Oh, so Mike, you're a Baseball for Windows fan too. Awesome. He says he replayed 67th Baseball for Windows and managed the Cards and Boston Red Sox. And won. The Sox swept the series. Don't think Computer Manager can reproduce the winners. Nice. Another Baseball for Windows player. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Street and Smith had yearbooks. I still have some. They were big. I remember those things as a lad. So Bernie's still here. Baseball Digest online, but you have to buy a subscription to access the archives. Well, that's capitalism for you, right?
You need a subscription just to see a lot of websites these days, like any news sites. Like,
I know. You know what I think I'm going to do for shits and giggles? I'm going to go on with the other projects, but I think we're going to actually play this on here. I think it'll just be fun to do the World Series. Not tonight, but we'll do the World Series.
You mean actually going to play each game out?
Yeah. I think it'd be we'll do it as a PP or PSPN cast, so we can do a preview here. I can't do it like in Legends cool voice.
You're gonna step on Dwayne Martz's project? I'm just kidding.
No, my God. Let's see. Dwayne will get to 1967 at this pace in 2034. So I think it'll be okay if we do that. But no, I know he's still in 1903. So in real life, didn't Palmer? Jamie's asking here, didn't he get hurt for most of 67? I seem to think so. Let's look at Jim Palmer here, man. Jim Palmer. So you guys should download Brave Browser, by the way. I've said it before, said it again, because you can go to Baseball Almanac and no ads. You can be on here, no ads. Let's see, what did he look like in 67? So yeah, he was just 3-1 that year, and it was only Palmer's third year in the majors. So his rookie year he was 5-4. Then in 66 he went 15-10. Then 67 he went 3-1.
How is that possible if you did real lineups? I mean, how does he have 22-9? I don't know.
What do you mean?
Well, you said Jim Palmer was he was only 3-1 in real life in 67.
Yeah.
He was 22-9 in the regular in this sim, and you said
I
don't know. I was just curious how that was possible. How did he get 22-9 if he shouldn't have played most of those games, right? But yeah, whatever. You said you said you were using the real lineups and real. Oh, was it just real transactions? Maybe I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, interesting. It'd be fun. It'll be fun.
Baltimore was loaded. They were.
Oh my God! Yeah, you got Paul Blair. What a great center fielder he was. And look at that number 3. Look at that. You got to face Frank Robinson, Boog Powell, Brooks Robinson, who had a good stick.
A lot of Johnsons and Robinsons.
I know that's going to be a lot of fun to call.
Davey Johnson, Brooks Robinson.
Yeah, exactly.
Frank Robinson.
All right, so we should take. Okay,
John
so yes, he did. So Captain Carlson he only pitched in 9 games. So we should make some book here, and YouTube. We're just we're talking about gummy bears here, not real money. I don't know, man. I think you got to give the edge to Baltimore in this one. You know what? I would.
It's hard to do that when you have Bob Gibson, in a series,
You know what though? You're right about Dwayne. I would feel badly.
So I was just.
No, let's quick sim it, man.
All right. I say I'm fine with quick sim it, but I'm just saying don't listen to me. I was just kidding around.
I always listen to you, Mike. If you say it, it's true.
Oh, please. That's not. Okay, go ahead.
It's like
quick sim.
Let's do it. All right, here we go.
Just go game by game and see what happens. Just check.
It's simulating them and World Series. Okay, so
are you doing the whole game? Are you doing the whole series at once, or are you doing game by game?
It's game by game.
Yeah, okay.
It's game by game. All right. So St. Louis with a 1-0 lead. Next matchup here is Dick Hughes, Dave McNally, and series is tied at 1.
Now we have D Hughes if he was on MLB The Show.
Okay. Yeah, right, because you can't say the names. Hey, that's true. You know what? So apparently Palmer hurt his arm painting his house in the off season. Way to go, Jim. I guess that was before the big underwear contract, too, and all that. Steve Barber versus the human rain delay, the first human rain delay. Nellie Bryles, the only man to cause rain out at the Astrodome. This is a true story. It truly is, yeah. Okay, so look at this. So St. Louis is leading the series 2-1. Next, we have Jim Harden versus Steve Carlton. I always think of Steve Carlton as a Philly, always. So, all right, here we go. And oh my God, so St. Louis could win this one. So Dave McNally against Dick Hughes. Can the Baltimore Orioles salvage one here and take it back? Let's see. And the 1967 season is over.
Hey, see, it was pretty accurate. They won.
Yeah, I'll say, wow. So that's it. It's over. McNally wins the American League Cy Young. He was 27-8 with a 1.98 earned run average. Congratulations, St. Louis, winning the regular season, and they won the World Series 4-1. Yastrzemski named American League Most Valuable Player, but did he get the Triple Crown? No, he did not.
Like 43 home. Who had more home runs than him? Anybody?
Yes. Well, let's find out. Because we don't have. Well, let's see. Yastrzemski won the batting title. This will tell us right here.
He won a shitload of stuff. He won the home runs, RBIs.
He only needs 3 for the Triple Crown, right?
It was RBIs. Yeah, he won. He won the Triple Crown.
Okay. So now 2 of the 3 Sims we played, Yastrzemski's won the Triple Crown. So that's at least something. That's good. Good. All right. Fun. This was fun. This was cool. I don't usually do season replays, but I may actually do this one someday offline because it's really fun. I've been studying it a lot. So
talking about 867 again? You mean doing?
Yeah, just for giggles. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was trying to get back in 67. He gave up his only grand slam of his pro career while playing for Rochester against Buffalo. Johnny Bench took him deep. This is all according to Palmer's wiki page. Late years asked if a replay of 79 with Pirates, as example, automatically get Madlock and Foley in season trades. Yes. In some of these games. In this game, yes. And Out of the Park, yes. I think Action PC does. Yeah, it does track transactions as well. So I know at least 3 games. So Baseball for Windows, you would have to assign Tim Foley to the latter half of the season and Madlock if you were doing this in Baseball for Windows. I think, although it used to have a transaction manager, so I don't know. So, I don't know. I guess Gibson didn't get a start. I didn't even look to see. Because wasn't Gibson hurt? Remember, he was hurt in this replay.
He was only 8-6 or something like that. So
yeah, he was hurt. And it was it was the quadricep injury. So yeah, he didn't. So that's it for this this little edition of stuff. So anyhow, 13 people watching. Thank you guys. And it's 1 a.m. We're not going to do a vampire stream tonight. So
well, thank you for thinking of me. I probably should just force me to go to bed because I probably should get some rest.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, the automatic transaction manager works great with Baseball for Windows. So there we go. Then for that reminder, Mike, I don't think I've ever really used it because I don't do a lot of season replays. So yeah, so there you go. Light years from home. There's at least 4 baseball sims. I'm guessing PC Replay does it as well, and a lot of those games. Anyhow, are you going to take off, bud?
Me? Yeah. I'll hang out for a few more minutes. Unless you wrap. It sounds like you're wrapping up.
We're gonna wrap up.
You're gonna shoot the breeze for a while. Let's shoot the breeze for a while.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, I mean, just whatever. So, our Red Sox fan was doing a hockey game. Did you catch any of that?
I did not.
He was playing some like old hockey. I guess was there a thing called the AHL?
That's the minor league teams.
That's a minor league team.
I think I've seen do that before, like a really old AHL game.
Yeah, this was like 1960s, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what his fascination is with that, but it's interesting. Like
so you go to a hockey game or you go to a fight in a hockey game would break out in the 60s.
Well, yeah, it's just weird. That's kind of strange. It's like some people like it, I guess. I'm pretty sure that the material's all like fan created. I don't know. If it was, but it's interesting to see what season some people want to recreate. Like they must have some personal reason why they like it, or
yeah,
in certain teams and seasons. Like I don't know. It's just interesting. Like, everybody likes their own things. Like I don't know, on the Facebook page, on the sports simulations one, I think I'll tell you, there was some crazy shit on there. Like there was like someone like with weightlifting, like someone like was replaying the weightlifting the Olympics in 1968 or something like that.
Vasily Alexiev.
I swear to
what's
God,
his name,
like, I was
yeah?
like, how do you? First of all, how do you sim weightlifting? And second, I mean, but people will like post in this all kinds of weird stuff like that. I'm like, wow.
Hmm.
Just the fact that there is some kind of a sim out there, maybe someone just came up with it, but just
Yeah.
for like weightlifting specifically, and then there was like these other weird sports. I was like, oh man, that's
There's a
interesting.
mountain climbing sim
Is
out
there?
there. Yes. You have to like not freeze. I mean, mountain climbing fascinates me. I mean, like the guys that do like the big mountains going above the death zone and stuff like
Oh,
that.
right. Oh
Yes,
God, yeah.
they're
Jeez.
that's crazy stuff.
It is crazy.
Can't call it a pinch hitter there. But yeah, there's a mountain climbing sim.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. So I guess you can sim anything, pretty much anything. In
Yeah.
fact, Chris Slovic, there's a badminton simulator coming out
just
on
gonna say it
Steam
was
next
badminton.
year. He's
That's
going to do
hilarious.
badminton. I mean, only Chris Slovic.
That would be
right?
funny though. That would be fun. Is it like graphics or is it just like?
I think it's graphics. I could pull up Steam and we can have a look at it.
Yeah, do it because that'd be interesting because that's funny. It's got to be
All right.
graphic. That'd be fun. I would love to see them do that.
Yeah, let's bring it up and let's see. Because he's like badminton. That's an idea. And he's going to name it after me. The Beatles Eternally Badminton something or other. Oh my God. So you probably so Light Years from Home, he's looking for a cross-country running sim. Couldn't find one.
I downloaded Power Wash Simulator for the PS5 because it was free.
You having fun with it?
No, I tell you, I power washed the van, the first thing, and then I got put in some yard where like everything was just filthy, and it got very tedious very quickly. So I was like, yeah, okay. I maybe spent maybe half hour, 45 minutes on it or something. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, but if you could power wash cheerleaders, though, I think that would be value added, right?
Well, I guess so.
So the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, whatever. Then you'd get me onto a football field. Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. Like,
all right, here we go. So I do believe there's a badminton simulator on here. Baldur's Gate 3.
Are you sharing? Oh, yeah, you are. Okay.
Yes, I am.
There's a delay. I'm looking at the StreamYard versus this YouTube.
Okay. All right. So yeah, it's coming out, man. Let's check this out. Badminton Kings VR.
Oh, it's VR. Oh, it's VR. Oh, jeez.
Oh, look, so there's a Badminton Warrior. I don't even know what that is. There's Pure Badminton.
Yeah, what's that?
Cyber Badminton. Okay.
VR badminton is apparently a very big thing.
I'm guessing. Okay,
so
there we go. Well, this is just pure badminton.
There's a video there.
Yeah. Okay. Copyright strike. Here we go. Sorry,
why,
YouTube.
Why you can't be playing videos like this?
Music.
I don't know what the rules are.
Yeah. Oh, it's just right. It's not playing the music anyhow.
Look at the shuttlecock.
There's. I used to crack up at that as a kid, you do, right?
Yeah.
So, guys, what do you think, huh?
Wow, that's
who needs
riveting.
baseball? Look at this. This is like high. This is high stakes badminton. Look, it even has like a judge.
I'm surprised they don't have a pickleball yet. That's pickleball. This is kind of like pickleball, just
kind of like pickleball.
Look at that. That's doubles, huh?
See, Mike's asking you this. Mike's asking. He says, "How long to a pickleball?"
I didn't even see that.
You know what? We'll search Steam. Look at this. I can definitely see Chris Slovic making this into some sort of epic event. Right?
Oh yeah, that's so.
Oh,
funny.
Look at that. And there, I don't remember us ever play badminton like this. We're usually drunk.
I only played it on the beach or on the grass. That's about it.
And it was always fun to hit it like as high as you could.
Yep.
Never tried to spike it. It was like, here, try to get this. Boom.
Right, exactly.
Great, man. Yeah.
Of course, somebody usually get hit in the face with somebody else's racket at some point.
Do you see Dave's question I have up on the screen?
Oh yeah. That's easy. The courts are the same everywhere. It's just like you just got to do different crowds and whatever.
Hey, these guys are proud of their game.
Hey, why not just have them? They could play in Forbes Field, like if you want. I'll just drop a court right in the middle of the Forbes Field.
Well, how about combat badminton? Right. So the shuttlecock would be okay. So the shuttlecock would be like maybe like a 2-minute thing, right? And then it's going to explode, and you could have landmines in the court. Telling you, it'd be huge.
That'd be funny.
I think we're on to something here.
Badminton meets Call of Duty, kind of.
I think so. I think we should do it. Should we look? I'm going to probably puke here, but let's look at the VR one. I can't do VR. Well, here we go. All right. Here we go, guys. Ooh, I hear music. I don't think, but it's not picking it up in YouTube. I don't, or on
No,
StreamYard.
I don't hear. Oh boy.
David Lando says, now we're talking.
They don't have highlight either. They should have highlight.
Yeah, right?
Is that
A frying pan. Nice. Nice. Okay.
Like a stop, do not enter sign there. That's hilarious.
I wish I could do VR stuff, but oh my God.
Hey, Dave Lando's there. His picture got put in there. How's
Here
he
we
in there?
go. Yeah, Bernie, I don't have the paid version of StreamYard, so that's right. I don't get a copyright strike then. Yay.
All right. Well, this is VR badminton.
VR badminton.
Oh, look at
there it is.
The shuttlecock is very
the
detailed.
Shuttlecock. Oh yeah. Oh, this is giving me the like.
Well, yeah, that's whacked.
Oh, I can't do VR, man.
Imagine if you had a few drinks tonight. That would have been better.
Oh, you'd be hearing some sound effects. Believe me.
It'd be all back. It would all be on your monitor by now.
Yep, exactly.
That's okay. Well,
okay. I never heard a shuttlecock give that. I mean, that sounds like a tennis ball, doesn't it?
I can't hear it. Yeah, there's no sound.
Oh, you can't hear it either.
No.
It's like boom, boom.
Yeah, I think we used to call it when I was a kid. We used to call it a birdie. It was called a birdie, not a shuttle. I think that's why, because my parents probably didn't want to call it a shuttlecock. So, but
there it is, guys. Badminton. John Hurston at
Badminton Kings.
Badminton Kings. Is it? Did we look at that one?
That's
this one.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
So
another one.
Look up pickleball. See this pickleball.
All right. Why not? We'll just see pickle. We have. Oh my God! Look, there is.
What is pickle clicker?
We'll come back to that. But look, there's a PPA pickleball tour.
Pickle snipper.
There's a look. There we go.
No, oh yes. This is serious stuff. PPA.
Cheap bastards don't have a.
Don't have a video.
They don't have a video yet, but let's look. Okay. That's I think.
And the nicotine patch on her arm.
Oh, hey, there we go.
That's like,
there's Aunt Flo or Grandma. Yeah. Always hated when Aunt Flo came to visit. Yeah.
That guy's got a fanny pack in front of him? No, just kidding. That's interesting. So that's the kitchen. You don't want to go in the kitchen, right? That's like
so is pickleball like, what is it, like tennis but with like
it's got like
ping pong?
No, the ball's like a big dimpled like softball sized plastic ball. It's
okay. And you play it like tennis?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's like you don't stand in that area in the middle, like the with the writing. That's the kitchen they call it. So you're not supposed to stand there, I guess. But you can. I don't know what the rules are other than that.
Okay, because we'll see what the pickle clicker is. Because I never heard of pickleball till here, and recently it's like everybody, oh yeah, I've got a pickleball game tonight. I'm like, what?
My gym, they actually got rid of one of the basketball courts and turned it into a pickleball court.
Wow, must be huge. So the pickle clicker says click pickle, get pickles, speed pickle, get more pickle, and most importantly, protect pickle from sneaky hoglins. What the hell?
No.
So you guys can't hear the sound, so there's not gonna be much. We'll still play the video anyhow. Mind your ears there, Mike, in cases.
No, I can't hear a thing.
It's got like this piano sonata going on, guys. I'll have to do this on OBS so you guys can hear it sometime. Right? It's not quite Chopin or Liszt, but we'll work with it. So we're gonna click on a pickle. David Lando.
Pickles. Oh, so it's like Peter Pecker.
This is
whatever.
So
Piper picked the peck of pepper.
Oh wait, Poglins. There's a Poglin coming, whatever that is.
Okay. I don't understand this game at all. Okay. Well, that's about a minute or two I can't get back in my life, so what else is there?
Right? I know.
Oh, it's like
is pickle clicker like a pickle tickle? Well played, Mike. Well,
Oh yeah, you give the wife a little pickle tickle. That's
it's
awesome.
hey man, you know what? I could do all right, you know what? It's a free game. I'm gonna do a stream tonight. You know why? Because World's Worst Gamer is always on me to do something non-baseball.
God. Yeah, this is the one, huh?
Bam! It's in my library now. Yep, it's a free
I
game.
haven't seen him in a while. Is he here? Or I haven't seen him in a while.
I see him in the Discord, but I haven't seen him in here. So, anything else you guys want to look at on Steam while we're here? Since we've degenerated, we're like the baseball's done now. So, I could, yeah. I don't know. If we just type in simulator, what's simulator is always fun to because you never know.
Its own simulation is its own category, but whatever. Yeah, but simulator.
Yeah,
American Truck Simulator. That's not something. That's something I haven't played in a while. But seems like it's a pretty big game because they have a ton of different content for that.
Yeah. See, the thing is,
truck simulators. You know.
Oh, we got walking simulators, job simulators. You guys interested in job simulators?
Somebody just posted and saying they were looking for a cross country simulator or something, or running simulator?
Light years from home.
Jogging simulator.
Yeah, and we have Dealer's Life.
Hey, will like that one.
Pawn shop. So
is that dealer like in drugs or dealer like as in
no, being a pawn shop, like a pawn shop.
A pawn shop. Oh, okay.
Yep. Airport sim. There we go, guys. Good stuff here. Here we got shave and stuff. Oh, so you can so there's a cartoony barbering simulator on Steam. Professional farmer.
I'm surprised they don't have like a baking or cooking simulator.
Oh, I'll bet you they do. Oh, there's a forklift simulator.
I guess how do you can't taste anything, so
yeah. So I work at FedEx. I probably wouldn't buy this. It's like, yeah, I got to get home from work because I want to play forklift simulator.
Is that what you do?
That's not happening.
Do you do that? Do you manage?
No, but I have to dodge forklifts all day. So
what are you doing? You I picture you just throwing packages in the box.
No, I don't do anything like that. I work with
the office.
I work with International Way. I do some stuff sometimes out in the docks, but I mostly work with International Way Bills and Department of Defense stuff. Yeah,
there you go.
So
bartender VR simulator. That's interesting.
That could be okay.
You get to deal with drunk people in VR.
Yeah. What else? We have anonymous hacker simulator. It's just the prologue.
I love how I love how a lot of these have like the same fonts, like the farming simulator. They all have like the same font as like that flight simulator used like way back when. It's like so it's like they almost look like they're officially like they're almost like it could be like Microsoft games or something. But I don't know how they get away with being able to use the same exact design. It's just funny to me. Like that professional farmer. It's like I never heard of that before, but it looks like it's like maybe made by the same company as Farming Simulator or something. But
anyway. I like David's comment though. His job simulator be watching baseball videos and checking Discord.
No shit, right?
That's school flight simulator. No, I mean, no, I will say though, I do have one. Microsoft Flight Simulator is amazing.
Oh yeah, amazing. I don't have I don't have the newest one. I have like the one from Flight Simulator X or whatever.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I need a new PC before I get the new one.
Yeah. Fix My Cat, Doc. So there's other simulators. So I got to be careful because some of these simulators are going to come up are going to be, things that YouTube gets squiffy about. So anyhow,
shave stuff. That's hilarious. What kind of stuff?
Mike, you're not feeling well. You can't take the strain. You can't take the strain, man. Come on. Here's the Asian truck simulator.
Yeah, as I saw that, I'm like,
you guys want to check it out? I'm gonna like mute this though because you can't hear it. So what's the point, right? Here we go. Asian truck simulator, guys. Tell me this isn't a work of art.
Yeah, it looks like.
There we go. And I can certainly tell it's
speed bumps.
Because that really could be like Appalachia for all I care, right? I mean, yeah, there we go.
I'm wondering what makes this uniquely Asian is what I'm trying to figure. Maybe is it just the trucks or whatever? Or they're driving like crazy. I have no idea.
I don't know, right? But dudes driving out in the country and they got speed bumps out. I mean,
flying with a load of like whatever. It could be sticks of dynamite. And he's flying over
sticks of dynamite. You know what? We have to. Dave says those are weird looking pickles. We're gonna have to ask Chris Slovic since he lives in Asia whether they have those little bumpy things there or not.
Yeah, it's like
Here
it's like in the middle of like nowhere, and they have like these speed bumps in there. Okay.
could be. Let's regale you some more photos. Circa 1996.
Oh yeah, that's what this looks like. This looks like
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it?
the game. Remember the game Carmageddon? Do you remember that game?
Yes, I do.
That was a classic game, like in the '90s, late '90s. Like this kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
There was a Humvee there too. They had a Humvee there.
Yeah. It was a nice one. Look at that. And it was pretty nicely detailed, wasn't it? Where was it? Where'd you go? There. Look at that.
Yeah.
The detail on the Humvee, but they can't get
But
a tree right. Nice.
But the texturing on the ground is terrible. I mean, it's just like
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, because look at the leaves, right? Look at the leaves here.
it's just one texture on all except for the road.
Yeah.
Everything else is one texture on the mountains and
Please tell me this is free. Oh my God! Holy shit! Look at the price.
Oh my God!
This thing's $44.99.
You gotta be shitting. What's the reviews on it? Does he have any?
So positive. So that means there's a bunch of wankers.
I think that's probably a scam or something.
This guy, please add sex. Another guy writes the same thing. Please add sex.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is probably not great.
Oh, this is. I love
this game turned my life around for the better.
Yeah, this game has turned my life around for the better. Before I found this game, I was in a constant downward spiral due to my depression. My wife left with a dog. My friends unadded me on Steam, and I considered downloading Twitter. After I found Asian Truck Simulator, I won custody of my kids, and I found a husband that loves me very much. My Steam friends came back and also downloaded Asian Truck Simulator, and finally I remembered my repulsion to Twitter and avoided. Oh my God! Avoided that issue in its entirety. I have to thank the developers of Asian Truck Simulator for saving my life. Oh my God, this is funny. Now Jamie says it's a bargain. There's some board game crazy programmers out there. How about it, Mike? Now, just as comparison,
what year did it come out? Did it say?
Oh, it's
get out of here! No way,
dude. It's
got to have some like.
It's got to be old because look, Intel dual core.
It says on the thing released 2022, right at the top.
Where?
Just September 9th, 2020. Under the reviews, where it says positive. On the.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Wow.
Was it Atomic something? Yeah.
So just curious. So this is $44.99.
Is that American dollars or
and a game, and a game that's getting rave reviews right now. Okay, so for the same price, you could get for a little bit more, $49.99. You could get this beauty, Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. I don't know about you, but I'm buying Asian trucks. No, but seriously, what's this guy smoking? Right?
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I actually am going to be buying this, but
you're into Warhammer games.
I love Warhammer. Love Warhammer. Oh my God! So Mike says at $44, he doesn't need to sell many to make some bucks. That's true. If he sells one, well, again, it did save somebody's life, though. It did. God, there's some.
I'm gonna wait till he adds sex.
Yeah, that was funny. Add sex.
I'm gonna wait for the next version when that's added. So.
Oh, you know what? I can't buy it. Look what David says though. Warhammer obviously lacks Asian trucks. Yeah, but they got the Lehman tanks, which are awesome. But yeah, you're right. I guess forget Rogue Trader. So too bad.
What's the one I was World's Worst Game was streaming?
What a ripoff.
Warhammer. What's the one with rat?
Vermintide. Yeah. First person shooters. I don't do those, but it looks cool. But so Jamie says it's a ripoff, and meaning Rogue Trader, of course. So by the same people that did Pathfinder, by the way. Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, good stuff. Is there anything else weird we can look at here? I don't know. If I had sound here, I'd almost want to bring up the pickle thingy that I just added to the library, but
did you download it?
Yeah, well, no, I didn't download it. I just added it to the library. But I'm hoping it's not like could you imagine if it's like a 30 gig game? Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Oh shit.
So yeah, Vermintide. There's the one you're talking about.
Oh yeah, is that a new game or is that like
Vermintide? Well, this is the second one. It's the second one. So this one came out March of 2018.
Yeah.
So there's a first one. But again, it's a first-person shooter. Looks
Yeah,
great, but they make me sick. So,
oh,
like
do they?
literally.
Well, yeah, he was complaining that he was probably gonna get sick too because I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Now the Total War Warhammer games are amazing. I have all three. These things are epic.
Oh, is that like the same kind of that they used to have like Rome, Total War, and like
Yep.
is it the same type of deal? Like where you have these massive amounts of armies and people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so like the battles in these games are as epic as like the Battle of Pelennor Fields and Lord of the Rings movies. They're that amazing looking.
Wow.
So Jamie does point out, and Jamie's keeping us on the straight and narrow here, baseball fans. He says $5 less, you get Asian truck driver simulator thingy. So Jamie's right. Jamie's right. So sorry, Mike. I used to say that if you say it is true, but now if Jamie says it is true.
Well, I was gonna buy
Wow.
Replay Baseball PC in the '86 season, but I think I just got to get Asian Trucks Simulator now.
Nah.
You know.
This is another one I'll be doing. I've done this in a channel before. We'll be doing it again. Inquisitor Martyr. Cool. One of the coolest
You have this
ARPGs
game?
ever. Yes. This game is a really fun ARPG. Over the top, violent, loud, fun.
Oh, really?
You can see. Yeah, and look, man, I've got like all the DLC for it and shit.
I do.
Look, bam.
Wow.
So yeah, I love it.
You're a completionist, I think, right?
Pretty much.
Because you have every season in the Action PC, and I think is that why you're not playing Replay Baseball PC because it's too expensive to buy everything.
It's bloody expensive, man.
It is, yeah.
And it better give me orange juice, and it better give me something else that begins with a J on the second letter for the season. And I'm not knocking anybody who wants to buy it, but man, like Action PC, it's like tell me what it does that Action PC doesn't, or Out of the Park, for that matter.
Well, my thing is I don't mind buying it if I'm playing a season, but I'm not going to pull you and buy every season. You know, that's all.
David's hitting me up here. He says Beatles instead of Action PC Baseball 24. We have content for next week. That's true. If you know what, if I was a wealthy man, I would get Asian Truck Simulator, and I'd be like, all right, you have to watch me play this for 5 hours to win a copy of the game of your choice. I would do that. So Mike says he'd rather watch Ice Road Truckers. Better graphics. That's true. That is true. Open Engine literally just bought PC Replay today.
Yeah, Dave, I saw you posted a screenshot from 1984. Was it? I was like, oh, he must have bought it because he actually was playing that last night. I was watching him play, and I have it too, but I didn't realize you could actually see there was a file that when you download the demo, it gives you all the boards with all the results. So we were figuring out how it all worked, So it was cool. So
Mike says, back to reality. Looking forward to the baseball card. Yeah, so am I, Mike. So my plan is I get home from work about 10. I'm just gonna skip dinner, downloading that bad boy, and there's gonna be a first look stream, and it's gonna be. I promise no simulator stuff. It's all going to be, well, we might sneak in Asian Trucks at the end, but we are going to do a first look and importing and looking at the baseball card feature. And supposedly it's going to be a lot more robust in terms of searching for leaders and stat tracking, everything like that. So looking forward. So
I couldn't really remember what the other features were. There's the cards. There was
what the hell? Let's look, man.
There was the history of if you played more seasons in the encyclopedia, you could see those show up on the screen, or it's in the play-by-play. But they have nicknames of the teams now. You have them bums
right
in the play-by-play, which isn't that big of a deal to me. But
let's have
let's see what they have.
Yeah, there we go. Come on, give us some screenshots here. I'm gonna have to go into my email to find the screenshots because there they are. Okay, so Dave, look, somebody taught CSS to the Action PC guys. That's awesome.
And they get
there's PNC.
Stadium there too. Yeah.
Nice job. Okay, so not showing any pictures obviously because they but and the email he does show, so like you get like this. Like he was like showing the Yankee set. I think it was like a 1960s Yankees card template, but apparently you can use your own card templates in this. But I like the look. I think it's really, really cool. But it's not just baseball cards. Apparently it's like searching like statistics leaders and all kinds of stuff like that. So Let me see. So baseball cards, biographical information, stats, ratings, photos, logos, cheerleaders, and more are displayed in a see, nobody was paying attention.
Jesus.
Traditional
I was like,
baseball card format, right? So Mike's going to say the rest of it in French for us now.
yeah, right.
Move your mouse. Okay. Expanded leaderboards. I like this. Powerful new leaderboard screen with more stats, filters, and player images. New for 2024, MVP and Cy Young race power rankings with stats and analysis of the top 100 players in the league. I think it's a nice addition. It kind of begs the question of why wasn't that in there before? And I mean, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
But it's like you kind of, I mean, because other games, but no, it's good. Career stats, nice. Data from your league encyclopedias displayed. This is what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Customizable game screen options. There's still one thing I want this to do, and it doesn't do, that you can do in out of the park baseball. You cannot purely spectate a game in this in action PC baseball.
Right. Yeah, that's weird, right? We were talking about that when I was trying to figure out how to get. We figured out that I was playing both human and human. And that's why I wasn't getting notified when there was a substitution. Right. And he said because you can only do one. You can only have one computer at a time if you want to see the game.
Yeah. Mike Mitchell, I wanted to ask you a question. You said you use PC Replay to score Apple cards and dice. Have you tried Digital Diamond for doing that? As a lot of guys are using Digital Diamond. I'm curious if you given that a shot. I didn't know you could use PC Replay as a companion. You can?
It's got the same thing. Yeah, it's
that's cool.
And that's all point and click. They already have all the stuff on the screen. You just point and click, so it's not like you have to memorize any commands or anything. So it might
really?
Yeah. So it might be like. Yeah.
So I'd be able to do pocket pennant running that thing if I decided to just buy the PC game just to play these cards and dice games.
Yeah.
Because the PC game by itself is not that.
But you have to have the only thing is it has to have the season available.
Oh, are you serious?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's why I want 80. I couldn't do that in 80 with my 86 because they don't have the 86 season available yet. So that.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's a little limited there, and also. The thing I like about Digital Diamond is that you can, you can put your own defensive ratings in the game, but I don't think you can do that in PC Replay.
Okay.
So
right. Well, yeah, I know it doesn't allow. Like, I guess you can't really do home brews, right?
Right. I mean, it's mostly made for if you have the PC. If you have the Replay baseball cards and dice, you can use that. You can roll the game on the cards and dice or on the computer, and you can kind of put the stats in there that way. But I don't think, whereas Digital Diamond's meant for like whatever game you want to roll, put in there, and it gives you flexibility of putting those ratings in for any game, so you can see them on the screen. I think saves a ton of time.
So this just reminded me now, looking at this, that PureSim Baseball is also sold for a while by Matrix Games. So but I'm going to look for it. I know it's in the Wayback Machine. If I can find it, I'll put it there. If not, I want to post it because I think it's a worthy baseball sim to have, and it's free. And we're all cheap bastards here. Mike says I have Digital Diamond, but PC Replay is way easier. Only problem is you have to buy the season, right? Digital Diamond. It's on your list to conquer. Gave up on ball set and ball score. Way too quirky. Yeah. I like Digital Diamond, and the fact that it comes with Status Pro baseball built in, I think is pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty cool. I think Mark did a good job. He did a great job.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, definitely.
And I mean the underlying
point. I mean, it's like what, $25,
something like that. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, because like it's got a pretty good underlying baseball engine to itself too, right? I mean. The game itself is pretty good, although I think most people are playing it more as a companion.
Yeah, and they already released it. They released the 2023 season already for the Digital Diamond.
So, yeah, I mean it's $24.99, and you're getting 2 baseball games in one, plus the ability to pretty much play any cards and dice game out there with it. And I've downloaded some cool shit. I've made some custom rosters for this game, and they're on the website. So, yeah. This is I like Digital Diamond on its own too. It's cool. The sound kind of makes, but everything else in the game is it's such an excellent game. And we see a couple of there's Dwayne's review. Al, Red Sox fan, not given to a lot of verbiage, as you can see. 2 sentences, but a good review nonetheless. but yeah, so good stuff. I was just curious, Mike, when you mentioned that. So nice. Mike, meaning Mike Mitchum. So,
Yeah.
oh, pretty graphs. I never saw those before.
You never saw those? I was showing that to people. Does the win by month graphs, and they have it's pretty cool. They have every play you can see their slash stats like versus real versus
Wow.
yeah. That's cool too. The expected wins, you can see how well teams are doing versus what they were expected to get.
Oh, so this should be fun in that if when I do 1967
Yeah,
in this,
yeah.
right?
I mean, yeah. You should see the Red Sox are like way down on my league. Oh yeah. Well, they have some cool metrics there. That are interesting.
I have I've been playing this since back version 6, I think,
Oh,
and
really?
this game has really matured. Yeah,
I bet.
it used to be a bear to work with, but it's pretty easy now. It still kind of sucks to do like teams from different eras and stuff. It's still library management still kind of sucks for that. It can be done, but it's easier done. I think Action PC and Out of the Park do it the best for teams from different and baseball for Windows, I think, is a close third. So wow, I guess I have some more exploring to do. The only thing I don't like is the halos around the guys. It's like, can you just put like a bat back there or something? Who's up? Is that it's giving me like PTSD from Catholic school. So, but yeah. Anyhow,
What halos around? Like, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, when somebody's
yellow,
a bat.
yellow.
Yeah. And now I'm Eastern Orthodox, right? So it's like now I go to church. I see the halos on the icons. I'm like, am I supposed to kiss this thing or what? So it messes me up a little bit. Anyhow, well, guys, I want to thank first of all, I want to thank Mike Silver for being on despite having the plague, leprosy, and his head fell off 3 times today. We've got to fix with gaffer tape, so we're good.
Yep,
good on that.
Thank you, thanks, Beatles. Appreciate it.
Always, man, and thank you, Mike Mitchum. Welcome to the channel. I hope you'll come back. Welcome to the family. Once you're here your 3rd time, you get a wrench. And it's one of the better Harbor Freight models, but you do get a wrench. Virtual, I should say. Captain Carl, thank you for coming in. And now we've covered all the new guys. Mike, I'll go ahead and break this since I'm just doing or if you want, you can just jump out when you want. I forgot we're not in Discord.
I gotta go to bed.
So. All right, sleep well. Sleep well, man. All right, David Lando, thank you for coming in. Mike Mitchum, Jamie, of course, thanks, Jamie. And just going quickly through to thank everybody. Bernie Strom. Bernie, light years from home. Thank you. Give me a call sometime, bud, so we can talk. Captain Carl, I hope you'll come back. Pib99, as always, good to see you. Todd B with us tonight. Todd B. No Ken Castro to fire shots at. Ken was at the hockey game tonight. So Ken loves hockey. I guess we can't give him too much guff about that. Will Tool 77, thanks for coming in. Hope to see you back again. I know you're a new subscriber. Sports Time Machine, guys. Again, check out that the Mayor's Trophy that he does on Strat PC Baseball. Did it earlier tonight. If you're in the mood for some more baseball, you have some more to watch on Sports Time Machine. Legend Sports Universe. Again, what an amazing season 3 in his league. So make him hurry up with football so we can get back to the real sport of baseball and season 3, of the FSBL. And I think we've caught everybody. Slash Deep Gaming hung out with us a little bit tonight. Sakuni 007 and Samuel Smith. And Bernie was the first in the non-existent ballpark tonight. Guys, until next time. Wrench comes in handy with Asian Truck Driver. Jamie, that's it. You get the last one for the night. Guys, thank you. And next time we meet, I think tomorrow we'll actually do a baseball game or something. Have fun. And we'll see you around the batting cage. Good night, everybody. Thank you.